beginning of the year, no one could have predicted the Lakers being in this situation.
That's because they had missed the playoffs and had 2 first-round exits in their previous 3 seasons. And it looked like they were headed down the same path until they made the mid-season trade for Pau Gasol.
That was a big trade, and let's not forget that a year ago it was Kobe Bryant Clark that wanted to be traded because he felt the organization hadn't put him in a position to win a championship.
And he was right, Kevin. I mean, there's no denying that. After the Lakers traded Shaq to the Heat in 2004, they weren't able to put enough quality talent around Kobe until they acquired Gasol. And that has catapulted them into a championship caliber team.
Right now, let's check the starting lineups for the San Antonio Spurs. They've got Tim Duncan up front with Bruce Bowen and Fabricio Oberto, and Tony Parker along with Michael Finley at the guard spots. And for the Lakers, it's league MVP Kobe Bryant paired with Derek Fisher in the backcourt. Up front, Lamar Odom and Radmanovic at the forward spots. And the terrific Pau Gasol manning the middle.
L.A. now leads the series 3-1. They started it off in dramatic fashion. In Game 1, they trailed 65-45 midway through the third quarter. And then Kobe Bryant erupted, scoring 25 second-half points and rallying the Lakers to a win.
Bowen's shot is off.
He is not missing too many of those. Count on it.
Defensively, that's not the game plan. But sometimes you get lucky.
And Bryant kicks it to Odom. Pass to Gasol. Now the dish to Bryant. Gasol trying to free himself up. Bryant's shot is off. So Clark and the Lakers' 3 wins this series. They've only allowed 82 points per game, holding San Antonio to only 38% shooting. They're playing suffocating defense.
Kevin, to me, the Lakers have just looked like the better team. I mean, in large part because they've been able to play with that sustained and focused energy. The Spurs, on the other hand, have shown their age a bit, often looking worn down by the end of these games.
And Finley gets it to go. And clearly Kobe's looking, coach, to build off the momentum of that 28-point, 10-rebound Game 4.
Well, the Spurs are going to have their hands full once again. No one has been able to hold them below 22 points in these playoffs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work. You know, they'll be looking for more of that. An easy layup right there.
Always nice to get a few easy ones early in the game to build a rhythm.
To the middle. Here's Gasol. Bryant bats for 2. Los Angeles with another miss.
They can't expect him to miss that shot consistently.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The offensive rebound, Duncan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Inside, Duncan is hard to defend. They try to get aggressive, and he just patiently draws the foul.
He doesn't get the second one.
The odds are stacked up against the Spurs. Only 8 teams in NBA playoff history have come back from a 3-1 deficit to win the series.
Well, it's a monumental task in front of the Spurs. And what's interesting, Mike, is that the last time it happened, it came at the expense of the Lakers. In 2006, the Suns came roaring back from a 3-1 deficit to eliminate L.A. in the first round.
And the Lakers making a change here. Vujacic is checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Thomas comes in for Fabricio Oberto. And Ginobili subbed in for Finley. Here's Parker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Some fearless play from Parker. Taking the foul and still finishing strong.
And the Lakers with some changes. Tony Turioff is checked in for Gasol. Walton comes in for Lamar Odom. And it's Farmar in for Derek Fisher. Barry's checked in for the Spurs. Finished off the break. Parker's got 8 points.
And this is a shot Parker loves. He has this teardrop shot dialed down.
Parker with the steal. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count the basket.
This postseason run, very impressive for Kobe Bryant. He is averaging 31 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he's also shooting a playoff career high 51% from the field.
And Kobe's efficiency has even gone up in this series. He's shooting 53% here against the Spurs. That's impressive considering they're a top-ranked defense.
Farmar passes to Bryant. And Walton kicks to Farmar. Parker with the steal. Here's Ginobili. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, they didn't waste any time, did they? They got going right away.
They obviously had a plan coming in, and they've put it to good use.
Here's Parker. Passes it to Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
From the opening whistle, their tempo has been the tempo of the game.
Not just on offense, but on D as well. They've completely set the tone for this game.
Right now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who has some news on the controversial ending to Game 4. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, after reviewing the final play of Game 4, the NBA admitted a foul should have been called on Derek Fisher. Now, it was not in the act of shooting, but the Lakers were over the foul limit, so a foul still would have sent Brent Berry, the Spurs small forward, to the line with a chance to tie the game. And Spurs coach Greg Popovich was asked about the play. He said it wasn't a foul. I think it was a proper no call from what I saw. Guys?
David, he may be right, and thank you for that report. Mike, Spurs fans might be upset, but it sounds like the coaches and the players aren't dwelling on the no call.
Yeah, they understand that play was not where the game was lost. And they don't have time to focus on the past.
Now here's Bryant. He's got 5. And there's the pass to Walton. Now Vujacic for 3. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, I like the fact that he's going for the ball, but you can't go through somebody to get it.
And that call starts with positioning. Over the back is about trying to correct a mistake.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Lakers trail by 15. Kobe dishes to Turioff. Bryant gets a wide open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Bryant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Kobe has such confidence. Feels like this guy can score whenever he wants to.
Parker outside. The feed to Duncan. 4 seconds left. And the dunk by Duncan.
They have set the tone in the paint, getting whatever they want.
Well, not much resistance, and if things don't change, this could turn into a blowout.
And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense at
10. The Spurs. 25.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, where the Lakers look to close out the defending champion San Antonio Spurs. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. San Antonio leading by 15. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Parker's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Spurs. Mike, of course, earlier this month, Kobe Bryant was awarded his first NBA MVP with averages of 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals a game, while taking his team, the Lakers, to the top seed in the Western Conference.
And it feels somewhat overdue. He's arguably been the best player in the world for a few years now. And this wasn't even his best statistical season.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Ginobili.
Tell you what, Bryant keeps relentless pressure on the defense by staying in attack mode, making them fouling.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Ginobili. Softly drops in the floater. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Brilliant use of the floater. Measuring it to perfection and dropping it in with ease.
Bryant already in double figures here, Mike. He could be in for another huge night.
He has that look in his eye. He doesn't want this series to go back to San Antonio. He wants to end it tonight.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 17 points was their biggest margin. Ginobili, that's good.
Using his impressive court vision, the good peripheral, Parker finds the open man.
And the Lakers call time here.
They've literally been giving points away inside. I know Coach has something to say about that.
And you have to address situations like this right away, or it's just going to keep happening to you.
Lakers trail by 14. Kobe kicks it to Odom. Lakers passing it around. Pass to Radmanovich. Kobe, that's for two. The rebound by the Spurs.
From the mid-range, you really want to avoid contested attempts.
Bowen's shot is off.
Boy, I love the aggressive defense he brings. You've got to respect and appreciate that.
This is why his guys love him. The effort he gives on the defensive end is awesome.
Well, the Lakers swept the Nuggets in their first-round series, Mike. And in the second round, the Jazz pushed them to 6 games.
Utah fought hard, but their defense got torched by Kobe Bryant. He averaged 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Gasol and Odom each averaged 18 points on top of that.
Outside, Fisher. Here's Odom. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Spurs leading by 12. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. San Antonio again missing. On the wing, Fisher. Offline with his 3.
Well, I think that was clearly a fourth. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
Bowen, good.
Tell you what, Bowen has excellent touch from deep. He's a menace on defense. The typical and ideal 3-and-D guy.
Bryant finds Odom. Back to Bryant. Unloads. Odom, no good. They are holding a comfortable lead here.
You got to appreciate the game plan they put together for this one.
Like we knew, the Spurs had a grueling second-round matchup against New Orleans. That was decided, as we know, in 7 games.
Chris Paul was magnificent in that series, averaging over 23 points and 10 assists. But the Spurs managed to win the last 2 games of the series behind some incredible offensive performances from Manu Ginobili.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
No better way to do it. It's much easier to win games when you own both sides of the floor.
Passes it to Kobe. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by Duncan.
LA now leads this series 3-1, but they started it off in dramatic fashion. In Game 1, they trailed 65-45 midway through the third quarter, and then Kobe Bryant. Erupted, scoring 25 second-half points and rallying the Lakers to a win.
Right now, let's check the starting lineups for the San Antonio Spurs. They've got Tim Duncan up front with Bruce Bowen and Fabricio Oberto. And Tony Parker along with Michael Finley at the guard spots. And for the Lakers, it's league MVP Kobe Bryant paired with Derek Fisher in the backcourt. Up front, Lamar Odom and Radmanovich at the forward spots. And the terrific Pau Gasol manning the middle. So Clark and the Lakers' 3 wins this series. They've only allowed 82 points per game, holding San Antonio to only 38% shooting. They're playing suffocating defense.
Kevin, to me, the Lakers have just looked like the better team. I mean, in large part because they've been able to play with that sustained and focused energy. The Spurs, on the other hand, have shown their age a bit, often looking worn down by the end of these games.
Stolen by Duncan. And clearly Kobe's looking, coach, to build off the momentum of that 28-point, 10-rebound Game 4.
Well, the Spurs are going to have their hands full once again. No one has been able to hold them below 22 points in these playoffs.
Here's Fisher following the score by Tony Parker. Bryant, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. Gasol passes to Radmanovich. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Finley. Drills the three-pointer.
The spacing that Finley creates is so important to this team. When the three-point shot is falling for him, it opens up the floor for the rest of his teammates.
Here's Fisher. Here's Odom. And that time, also a missed shot.
Great job of closing the space and getting the hand up. You got to do both.
Got to credit the defender there. He guarded the three-point line as good as you can.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Duncan is so good with that pump fake, in part because he's so fundamentally sound. Has no weakness in the fundamental aspects of the game.
San Antonio, Tim Duncan.
And Duncan drops them both.
The Lakers have been dominant here at home. Only 7-0 so far in these playoffs, and their last home loss was actually 2 full months ago at the hands of the Memphis Grizzlies.
And, you know, Mike, their playoff success at home goes back nearly a decade. Since moving to the Staples Center in 1999, the Lakers have gone 50-10 at home in the postseason. That is about an 83% winning clip.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. San Antonio with the ball. Parker outside with the teardrop. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
And that early momentum has helped them put together a nice lead.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Nothing going for them right now. Their offense is in big trouble.
Well, they seem to be in a rush to get out of this rough spot, and that's adding to their frustration.
Right now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who has some news on the controversial ending to Game 4. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, after reviewing the final play of Game 4, the NBA admitted a foul should have been called on Derek Fisher. Now, it was not in the act of shooting, but the Lakers were over the foul limit, so a foul still would have sent Brent Berry, the Spurs small forward, to the line with a chance to tie the game. Spurs coach Greg Popovich was asked about the play. He said it wasn't a foul. I think it was a proper no call from what I saw. Guys?
Yeah, David, he may be right, and thank you for that report. Mike, Spurs fans might be upset, but it sounds like the coaches and the players aren't dwelling on the no call.
Yeah, they understand that play was not where the game was lost, and they don't have time to focus on the past.
San Antonio with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. Parker passes to Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Duncan's got 6.
Right from the start, they set the tone and were the more dominant team.
I love how they've looked right from the tip, doing an amazing job building this lead.
Shots good by Kobe. And, Coach, the versatility of Lamar Odom is so important to this Lakers team.
He's their point forward and does a little of everything for this team. A true utility guy. And with Powell here, there's less scoring pressure on his shoulders.
Going inside with purpose and on a mission, making it happen in tight.
Yeah, the intensity is outstanding. high percentage looks are a great way to build a lead.
Here's Bowen. A rebound by the Lakers.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Parker inside, guarded by Kobe. Parker kicks to Duncan. And that one drops. He's got 8.
Tony Parker makes it look easy dropping those dimes like that. He seems to be one step ahead of the defense all the time.
Fisher, the pass to Kobe. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Leading by 12. And Gasol sends it back.
Great wingspan in use that time from Pau Gasol. Did a nice job affecting that shot.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zurioff, he's checked in for Gasol. Walton comes in for Lamar Odom. Vujicic is checked in for Edmonovich. And it's Farmar in for Derek Fisher. The Spurs also changing it up. For Thomas, he's checked in for Oberto. And Ginobili subbed in for Michael Finley.
The Spurs, like most teams, don't usually like to publicly acknowledge their injuries, but that left ankle clearly giving Manu Ginobili some trouble. He jammed it badly in Game 1 of their first-round series against the Suns.
Yeah, he was able to score 30 points in their Game 3 win, but other than that, he has struggled.
And here is Parker, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant, and the dunk by Duncan.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Outside, Kobe. His three-pointer's off the mark. Spurs leading by 13. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Duncan. Nobody around. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him. And he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Bryant backs for 2. Kobe can't get that one to fall. Ginobili, that's for 2. Gets a very good look and converts. Farmar kicks to Walton. Kobe, that's for 2. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Spurs lead by 17. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Welcome back to Los Angeles, where the Lakers look to close out the defending champion San Antonio Spurs. Lets the 3 fly. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Mike, of course, earlier this month, Kobe Bryant was awarded his first NBA MVP with averages of 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals a game, while taking his team, the Lakers, to the top seed in the Western Conference.
And it feels somewhat overdue. He's arguably been the best player in the world for a few years now. And this wasn't even his best statistical season.
And here's Bryant for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Out to Parker from the arc. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And, you know, their lead just continues to grow, and it's not just because of their offense. They're getting it done at both ends.
Yeah, their defense has been stellar as well. Great work on both ends.
Back to Bryant. And a miss there on the triple. Ryan already in double figures here. Mike, he could be in for another huge night.
He has that look in his eye. He doesn't want this series to go back to San Antonio. He wants to end it tonight.
Fisher's checked in for Jordan Farmer. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Bowen, he's jacked in for Barry. So it's San Antonio now, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Ginobili misses. Lakers trail by 21. Fisher dishes to Kobe. Fires from deep. Good on the triple. Kobe's got 13 points.
Not his bread and butter shot, but don't leave Kobe open from out there.
Parker surveying the floor. Feeds to Thomas. Out to Duncan. Spurs passing it around. Ginobili outside. 6 to shoot. Rejected by Gasol. The pass to Wall. The three. Rebounded by the Spurs. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Clark for Pau Gasol, his 4th playoff appearance, and the first time that he's advanced past round 1.
Well, advancing in the playoffs is so much about what kind of team you have. He did make the playoffs 3 times in his 6 seasons with the Grizzlies, but they got swept all 3 times because they were overmatched by their opponent. But it wasn't Gasol's fault. He was their leading scorer in each postseason trip. You know, the focus and concentration that Duncan has in close is really quite remarkable. He doesn't let tough defense get to him at all.
Fisher against Parker. Kobe, the pass to Walton. Here's Bryant. Rebound, San Antonio. Duncan's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.